Welcome back. It is Sunday, January 8th in the NBA. My three favorite picks are on the way. Let's recap yesterday. A 1-in-1 day, losing a little bit of juice. Tim Hardaway Jr. gets it done, but Jordan Clarkson starts off really bad. Only scores like 3 or 4 points. Ends up ending with 18. He does not get it done. Either way, let's get back to it. Let's smack the books on Sunday. Enter the new week with a 3-0 sweep. Who says no? If you're new, my name's Austin. Welcome to the community. Go down below, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our daily videos. And today, since it's Sunday, bunch of NFL games on today, so I got my 3 favorite picks. I just posted the video yesterday or last night. Go check it out. We have a couple picks. I believe on Saturday we went 1-1 in the NFL. Hopefully we can go 3-0 there as well. Go 6-0 on the whole slate. Of course, college football national championship is tomorrow, so that video live later tonight. Be on the lookout for that. Our favorite pick in that one. You'll see Logan as always. Let's hop into the favorite plays. Nothing else to say. You can check out our sportsbook sign-up links, join our chalkboard. All that stuff's down below in the description. No best bet of the day that will maybe return tomorrow. Let's hop into this guy, Terry Rozier. I like his over, 21.5 points, minus 115 on FanDuel. Now, if this does go up to 22.5, I don't mind it there either. However, I probably wouldn't play it at 23.5. That just is a little bit too high for me. And if FanDuel juices this line up too, just wait. Other books are going to come in and they're going to lower that line back to 22.5 or 21.5. Now, let's talk about Rozier coming off a crazy game. 39 points against the Bucks. He had scored a ton in the first quarter as they blew out Milwaukee. Now, I don't think they blow out the Pacers here. They might get blown out, but I think this game is a close one. Now, let's talk about this great matchup against Indiana Pacers, who on the year allow the second most points per game and 6th most three-pointers to shooting guards. Obviously, that's Rozier's position, and let's be honest, he's going to shoot a lot. Now, you look at the guys that are going to be out for them. Kelly Oubre Jr. going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks, and we're hoping Gordon Hayward is out. He's currently doubtful to play. Even if he does play, don't see him being 100%, but it'd be nice if he's definitely out. That's not another guy out of the rotation. Rozier should see even more minutes. And you look at this Hornets team. They're underdogs in this one, 6-point underdogs, so maybe we see Rozier play a couple more minutes if they're down in this game. We look at his last 10 without Gordon Hayward. Averaged 26.2 points per game, scoring 22 points in 9 of 10 games. His lone miss, he scored 21 points, so he's right there. He's attempted 22.5 field goal attempts per game over that time span. A lot of those games came with LaMelo Ball too. And look, there's no reason for Rozier to not go out there and shoot his shot. Like 18 shot attempts is not without like crazy. If Rozier only attempts 18, I'd be kind of surprised. I think he's going to attempt a lot more. Fast-paced game. You're looking at the over-under 240.5. So they're expecting a lot of points. I think he comes out here and shoots well, or at least shoots a ton. And Rozier scored 22 points in 16 of 20 games this year with 18 or more field goal attempts. Now, I can't guarantee Gordon Hayward is out. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, you can, but currently doubtful. Don't expect him to be out there. And I think we're going to see Rozier get the best matchup for this Hornets offense. Pacers are going to put their best defender, likely Andrew Nembhard, probably on LaMelo Ball. And we're going to see Terry Rozier either get Buddy Hield or Tyrese Halliburton, 2 guys that don't play a whole lot of defense. We've seen Rozier, he only scored 17 versus Indiana earlier this year. That was a game Kelly Oubre played in, and Kelly Oubre scored 17 of his own, attempting 21 shots. I think Rozier attempts a few more shots than that today. I think he has a great day. The ball will be in his hands, and look, it's going to be fast-paced up and down. Rozier doesn't necessarily do a lot at the rim, but a lot of mid-ranges and three-pointers, which is good because the Miles Turner will be lurking in the paint. You're not going to get a ton of paint points when Miles Turner is there blocking shots. I like Rozier. I think he continues his momentum from yesterday or from his last game, I believe 2 days ago. We'll take his over, 21.5 points. You can play it at 22.5 if you want. Let's keep it moving to 2 props I don't expect anyone to be on. If they are on, I think they might be looking at the call on or shot videos, which we appreciate you out there. Onyeka Okungwoo of the Atlanta Hawks, over 20.5 points plus rebounds, minus 113 on FanDuel. If this goes to 21.5, you can play it there. If you want to take his PRA line, it's probably only 1 higher. That's fine too. If you want to take like a Terry Rozier points plus assist prop, don't mind that either. But if you need an individual line for Mr. Okungwoo, I lean his over in rebounds, but points isn't too bad. I just combined it because there's a realistic possibility Okungwoo could go out there and grab 15 boards. And I think if Okungwoo hits this over, he probably smashes it. Now, a lot of you out there might be like, Austin, what sport is this? Who the heck's Onyeka Okungwoo? He's the new starting center for the Atlanta Hawks. Clint Capella still down. And you look at Onyeka's last, 5 or 7 games, he had a couple bad games the last 2. He had 15 and 17 points plus rebounds. One of the games didn't play a lot of minutes due to foul trouble. The other one was a blowout. So 2 straight games where he didn't play a ton of minutes, but they need him out there for size, especially against Ivica Zubac. Now, you look in the 3 previous games prior to these last 2 where he went under, 28, 25, and 31 points plus rebounds. So he's certainly capable of getting it done. And like I said, Capella's out. They're going to need him in there for size, and the centers have done very well versus the Clippers. More on that in a second. You saw last year, Onyeka in his rookie year, I believe it was a rookie year, maybe a second year, Onyeka 15 points plus rebounds off the bench in only 17 minutes of action versus the Clippers. Capella had 25 of his own. Now, I don't necessarily know. I assume Kawhi Leonard's out there. I think maybe Paul George will be out there, but John Collins is going to have to guard some of those guys. He's going to probably have to guard Marcus, or what do they have? They have Marcus Morris. So I still think Onyeka is going to play well over 30 minutes. They're going to need him for his size in there. And you look at the last 7 games, averaged 13.3 points per game, 9.4 rebounds per game. That's 22.7 points plus rebounds. That's even given the 2 games he went under the last 2. He's played an average of 34.2 minutes per game. He should see those minutes, assuming this game is not a blowout and he doesn't get into foul trouble, which I hope he doesn't. You look at the last 10 centers versus the Clippers with 30 or more minutes. Yeah, they've absolutely feasted. Rudy Gobert just had 20 and 20 against them, 46 points plus rebounds, and then 24 a couple weeks back. Bam Adebayo, Miles Turner. Al Horford didn't do as well, but he doesn't shoot a lot, doesn't do a lot on that Celtics offense. Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren, both in the same game. Joel Embiid, Mo Wagner. You look at 20 centers that have played 30 or more minutes against the Clippers this year. 18 of them hit the over. The 2 guys that missed, Al Horford and Kelly Olynyk. 2 guys that don't do much in their offense, don't get a ton of boards. Look, Onyeka's going to crash the offensive glass, maybe get some putbacks, but I also think Trae Young and DeJounte Murray are going to be looking for him when he's rolling to the hoop for some lobs. Zubac, not the greatest guy at moving his feet. I think Onyeka has a big day. I'm just saying, I think he could crush this line. It's not outside the realm of possibility for him to also get a double-double. Just absolutely feast on the boards and just in the paint against this Clippers roster. We've seen it happen before. I think he can do it again. Taking his over 20.5 points plus rebounds. If you need individual line, like both of them, that's why I'm combining them. Now let's get into my second play of the day. It's going to be a guy that I don't expect a lot of people to be on again. Mr. OG Anunoby. I like his over 22.5 points plus rebounds, minus 115 on FanDuel. Alert, alert, sound alert. This is an early start. So if you're watching this after 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, it's probably already started. But let's talk about OG Anunoby, who I also like at 23.5. You can pivot to PRAs if you need to. If you need just an individual line, points is the way to go. I think there's a chance OG scores over 22.5 points today. I don't even think we might need rebounds. But let's talk about him because I like the rebound option too. Now, look. This is a really great spot for him today because I'm not necessarily sure who's going to guard who, but I imagine Jeremy Grant goes out and guards Pascal Siakam. They're probably going to switch Scotty Barnes with Yusuf Nurkic, and then we might see Josh Hart try to guard OG Anunoby, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Hart kind of switch to either Fred VanVleet or Gary Trent Jr., and they make Anthony Simons or Dame Lillard guard a guy like Anunoby, so he's going to have a height advantage regardless of who guards him. Now, Anunoby, last 8 games, averaged 16.9 points per game, 6.8 rebounds per game. Really cranked up the rebounds the last 3 games, and that's 23.7 points plus rebounds. And he's attempting 14.6 field goal attempts per game. The best part about taking a Raptors player, I'm going to give the Raptors one more chance. OG hasn't hurt us this year. First time taking him. Nick Nurse is going to run his players into the ground. He's averaging 38.4 minutes per game over those last 8, and he's over this line in 15 to 25 games this year with 35 or more minutes. He's going to play that. Even if it's a blowout, he's still going to play it. Even the only really thing would be foul trouble. Now, they'll likely throw him onto Damian Lillard, which is fine, but they're going to trap a lot. We'll see Dame pass it up, and we might see OG go crash the boards after that. And either way, Nick Nurse loves playing his starters, and he's going to play a lot out there. And this is a great spot for him because the last 3 games versus Portland, 29, 35, and 19 points plus rebounds. The best part, attempted 15 or more field goal attempts in all 3 games. Look at OG's last game, only 12 field goal attempts. Not great, but in his last 8, failed to go under 15 field goal attempts in back-to-back games, so expect him to be a little bit more aggressive. You saw, obviously, Fred VanVleet have a big game last game. I don't necessarily think Fred VanVleet continues to string together big games. I think OG over this line in 14 and 19 games this year with 15 or more field goal attempts. Great spot for him. Plays a lot better at home as well, averaging 19.6 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game. That's 25.7 points plus rebounds at home. I don't expect a lot of people to be on Anunoby. I actually expect people to more be on Pascal Siakam. But OG Anunoby, I think he has a great spot here. He should be active, should be shooting a good amount of shots. I think he has a good game. We'll take his over 22.5 points plus rebounds. Like I said, points is probably the way to go if you need an individual line. If you're on a different book that doesn't offer points plus rebounds, you can also take the PRA line because he doesn't get a lot of assists. So I don't mind the PRA line at like 24.5, 25.5. So those are my 3 plays of the day. Let's bring out the brooms, go a little bit 3-0. Time to shout out some COS All-Stars. If you want to become an All-Star, go click the join button down below. We have a short little list, but we love to see this list growing day in and day out. You get all of our plays early, of course. And they're under the community tab for the people that don't know where that is. Nicholas, Thomas. We got Tech Row, we got Ballin, we got Handcap, we got Griffin, we got Buddy Alex, Mauricio, ESPN Bally 95, Daryl, Jonas the Bonus, we got Frank, Tom, N. Alfreds, American Tips, Ethan, Ed, Zach, Cash Those Tickets, Thomas, Madden 15, Paul, OG Fresh TV, Jalen, Kyle, Ian, Jericho, Deuce, Zachary, Benes, Joseph, Ian, Daniel, Cody, Thomas, again, Max, Gord, Grand Orc, we got Two Waves, Clue, we got Quan, and we got Eric. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys so much. If you want to join our free chalkboard, it's a free group discussion app. It's linked down below. You can definitely join it. I think we're closing on 5,000 members over there. But either way, let's have a great day. Let's go 3-0. I'll be back again tomorrow with a long slate with some more picks. Let's get a winning day here. See you guys later. Peace.